There's a kingdom that belongs to you. Not out there in the world, not in some far-off place. Right here, right now. Your mind. And just like any kingdom, it can be conquered. It can be invaded. It can be destroyed. Not by armies, not by weapons, but by something far more dangerous. What you allow into it. See, most people treat their minds like a public square. Anyone can walk in. Anything can enter. Negative thoughts? Come on in. Toxic people? Sure, take a seat. Useless information? Welcome. Drama, doubt, fear, distractions, all of it just flooding in. And then they wonder why they feel overwhelmed, why they can't focus, why they're always anxious. Your mind is your kingdom, and if you don't guard it, if you don't protect it ruthlessly, someone else will control it. And when someone else controls your mind, they control you. Right now, there's a war happening for your attention, for your focus, for your mental energy, and you're losing. Every notification, that's an invasion. Every negative person in your life, that's a Trojan horse. Every hour of mindless scrolling, that's poison in the water supply. Every piece of drama you consume, that's setting fires in your own kingdom. Think about it. How much of your mental space is actually yours? How much of what you think about daily is what you chose to think about? Or is it just reactions? Responses to whatever grabbed your attention, whatever triggered you. Someone posts something that makes you angry. Now you're thinking about that for the next hour. Someone says something negative. Now that's running through your mind on repeat. The news shows you something terrible. Now that's what you're focused on. You didn't choose any of this, but it's occupying your mind anyway. This is what most people don't understand. Your mind has limited space. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, every piece of information you consume, it's taking up real estate in your kingdom. And if you're not careful about what gets in, you'll fill your mind with garbage, with noise, with other people's problems and agendas and fears. And there will be no room left for what actually matters. No room for your goals. No room for your peace. No room for your purpose. So the question is, are you guarding your kingdom? Or are you leaving the gates wide open? Here's a hard truth you need to hear. You are what you consume. Not just food. Not just physically. Mentally. Everything you watch. Everything you read. Everyone you listen to. Every conversation you engage in. It's programming you. You think you're just scrolling for entertainment. Number. You're installing software into your mind. You think you're just venting with negative people. Number. You're training your brain to think negatively. You think you're just staying informed by consuming news 24/7. Number. You're filling your mind with fear and things you can't control. The ancient Stoics understood this better than anyone. Epictetus said, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." You know what he meant? Stop caring about what everyone else is doing. Stop consuming everyone else's drama. Stop letting the opinions of others occupy space in your mind. Guard your mental kingdom like your life depends on it, because it does. Think about the 5 people you spend the most time with. Are they building you up or tearing you down? Are they focused on growth or stuck in gossip? Are they pushing you forward or holding you back? Because here's the reality. You can't hang out with negative people and expect to have a positive mind. You can't consume toxic content and expect to have peaceful thoughts. You can't fill your kingdom with poison and expect to thrive. It doesn't work that way. Your mind is a garden, and what you plant grows. Plant doubt, it grows. Plant negativity, it grows. Plant fear, it grows. But also, plant discipline, it grows. Plant purpose, it grows. Plant excellence, it grows. So what are you planting? What are you allowing into your kingdom? Because whatever it is, that's what you're going to harvest.
All right, so how do you actually guard your mind? How do you protect your kingdom when there are a million things trying to invade it every single day, ruthlessly? First, control your inputs. And I mean control them like your life depends on it. Your phone, that's not a tool. That's a gateway into your mind. Every app, every notification, every alert, that's someone else trying to control your attention. So you need to be ruthless about what you allow. Delete the apps that waste your time. Turn off the notifications that distract you. Unfollow the accounts that make you feel worse. Your social media feed, that's not entertainment. That's programming. So curate it like you're building a fortress. If it doesn't inspire you, educate you, or make you better, remove it. I don't care if it's your friend. I don't care if everyone follows them. I don't care if it's popular. If it's not serving your kingdom, it's invading your kingdom. Cut it out. Second, protect your mornings. The first hour of your day, that's when your mind is most vulnerable. It's when you're setting the tone for everything that follows. So what are you doing with it? Are you immediately checking your phone? Letting everyone else's emergencies become yours? Are you scrolling through problems you can't solve? Are you letting the chaos of the world flood in before you've even had coffee? Stop. Your morning belongs to you, not your phone, not your email, not social media. You. Use it to fortify your mind, to prepare for the day, to set your intention. Maybe that's meditation. Maybe that's reading. Maybe that's training. Maybe that's planning. I don't care what it is, but make it yours. Guard those first moments like they're the gates to your kingdom, because they are. Third, choose your battles. Not everything deserves your mental energy. Not every argument deserves your response. Not every problem deserves your attention. Not every opinion deserves your consideration. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. You can't control what happens in the world. You can't control what people say or do. But you can control what you let affect you. You can control what you give your energy to. You can control what you allow to occupy your mind. Someone insults you? That's their problem, not yours. Don't let it rent space in your head. Drama in your social circle? Not your kingdom. Don't let it in. News about things you can't change? Not worth your peace. Guard your mind like a king guards his castle, with walls, with gates, with ruthless selection of what gets in. Because once something invades your mind, it's hard to get out. So don't let it in the first place. Now here's what happens when you actually start guarding your mind. When you become ruthless about what you allow in. When you treat your mental space like the sacred territory it is. Everything changes. Your anxiety drops because you're not consuming everyone else's fear. Your focus increases because you're not drowning in distraction. Your peace deepens because you're not allowing chaos into your kingdom. Your clarity sharpens because you're not clouding your mind with noise. You start thinking your thoughts instead of reacting to everyone else's. You start pursuing your goals instead of getting sidetracked by everyone else's drama. You start living your life instead of spectating on everyone else's. This is what the Stoics called the inner citadel, a fortress inside you that nothing external can touch. No matter what happens in the world, chaos, crisis, conflict, your inner kingdom remains calm, remains strong, remains yours. People will notice something different about you. They won't be able to explain it, but they'll feel it. There's a different energy, a different presence. You're not reactive anymore. You're not easily triggered. You're not consumed by the same things that consume everyone else. You're sovereign. You control your mind, your emotions, your responses. And because you control those, you control your life.
See, most people are just reacting all day, every day. Reacting to notifications, reacting to news, reacting to other people's energy. They're not living their lives. They're responding to everyone else's life. But you, when you guard your mind ruthlessly, you're not reacting, you're acting, you're choosing, you're directing, you're creating. You're not a leaf blown by the wind. You're the tree that stands firm no matter how hard the wind blows. And you know what's interesting? The more you guard your mind, the more powerful you become. Not power over others, power over yourself. The power to focus when everyone else is distracted. The power to stay calm when everyone else is panicking. The power to move forward when everyone else is stuck. That's the power of a guarded mind. That's the power of a sovereign mind. So let me tell you something. The world is going to keep trying to invade your mind. The notifications will keep coming. The drama will keep happening. The noise will keep getting louder. That's not going to change. But you can change. You can decide right now that your mind is yours, not theirs, not the algorithms, not society's, yours. And you can start guarding it like it's the most valuable thing you own, because it is. Your mind is your kingdom, and everything else in your life flows from it. Your success, it starts in your mind. Your peace, it starts in your mind. Your happiness, it starts in your mind. Your future, it starts in your mind. So guard it ruthlessly. Cut out the toxic people who drain your energy. Delete the apps that steal your focus. Stop consuming content that makes you feel worse. Stop engaging in drama that doesn't serve you. Stop letting everyone else's problems become yours. Build walls. Set boundaries. Be selective about what gets in, because your mental space is limited. And every minute you spend thinking about things that don't matter is a minute you can't spend on things that do. Every ounce of energy you give to negativity is energy you can't give to your purpose. Every thought you waste on drama is a thought you can't use to build your dreams. Your mind is your kingdom, and a king who doesn't guard his kingdom loses everything. A king who protects his borders builds an empire. So what kind of king are you going to be? The one who leaves the gates open and lets anyone invade? Or the one who guards ruthlessly and builds something unshakable? Your mind, your kingdom, your choice. Guard it like your life depends on it, because it does. Now close the gates and let only excellence in.